Hey everyone, Hafiz here. So I'm making this very quick video to actually answer some of the questions that I had in my head about actually what the camera does when you manually adjust the gain settings on the camera itself. So right now I have the Rode Videomicro, which is mounted directly to the camera. It's plugged in into my camera, and as you may know, the Rode Videomicro does not have any external adjustments. So everything that you can control comes from within the camera body itself. So right now what I would like to see is actually what are the actual discernible differences between setting it at 0 dB versus, let's say, -6, -12, and possibly even +6 later on. So again, right now I'm recording this video at 0 dB using the Rode Videomicro mounted to my XT30. Okay, so here we are. I've made the changes on my camera body itself. Right now it's recording at -6 dB. I'm speaking at exactly the same volume that I was speaking at earlier. So this is how much the voice has changed, or rather how much the volume has changed versus the one set at 0 dB earlier. So this is at -6 dB. We will now move on to -12 dB and see how much of a difference that makes. Alright, we're back. So I've set my camera now to -12 dB and I'm speaking at exactly the same volume that I was speaking at earlier. So you tell me whether there's been any real differences between 0 dB, -6 dB, and right now at -12 dB. So I think just to make the comparison a bit more in-depth, I will actually move it now to the other end, where I will increase it to +6 dB and see how much of that change actually affects the volume of the video being recorded. Okay, we're back, and now I've set the camera to +6 dB, which is right at the other end of the spectrum. So earlier on we had at 0 dB, -6 dB, -12 dB, and now we are going back to +6 dB, which for my camera is actually the maximum gain setting that you can set. So I'm pretty sure there's quite a bit of difference between the few levels that I've set, but I would really like to see, more importantly, whether it has actually affected not just the voice quality but also the noise quality that is inherent in all these videos that we capture. So right now, again, this is at +6 dB on the Fujifilm XT30 using the Rode Videomicro. Okay, we're back. So I've had a listen to all 4 videos ranging from 0 dB to -6 dB, -12 dB, and then at +6 dB. So clearly there were quite a bit of differences in both the volume levels as well as the noise being captured, especially in a shotgun mic like the Rode Videomicro, where it not just captures my voice but also the ambient noise around me, unlike a lavalier mic which only picks up at a certain circumference around the microphone itself. So having listened to all 4 videos, I feel that is the best sweet spot for a typical setup like this, where you are at about an arm's length away from the camera, would be at somewhere between -9 dB. So again, the settings for your camera could be different, but this is what works for me in the Fujifilm XT30. Now I do bear in mind as well that at -9 dB I have to factor in the fact that I am in a room, I'm in an indoor environment, and it's relatively quiet here, so I may have to possibly adjust the gain once I'm outdoors or in a much louder or noisier environment. So again, this test and this video was basically just to make a comparison between all the different gain settings that you can adjust in your camera body itself. Right, thank you, that's all.